Struggling with blood sugar levels, ready to shed those extra pounds effortlessly? Look no further. Sugar Defender, the #1 rated blood sugar formula, is here to transform your health and help you achieve your wellness goals. Click the link in the video description to get started with Sugar Defender today.
Every year, waves of people from around the world make their way to Southern California to start a new life and find safe harbor. Along remote, isolated sections of the border between California and Mexico, many asylum seekers cross illegally, often fleeing violence or persecution in their home countries, and then surrender to border agents. Migrant apprehensions in the San Diego region recently reached their highest level in decades. And the San Isidro border checkpoint, connecting Tijuana and San Diego, represents the busiest land crossing in the Western Hemisphere. Asylum seekers and tens of thousands of citizens or visa holders pass northbound through the official port of entry every day. Now, in the wake of Joe Biden's executive order on immigration, which temporarily blocks the entry of most migrants who cross the U.S.-Mexico border illegally, such as through the California desert or mountains, this bustling border region is filled with an ominous uncertainty. Migrant aid groups in the San Diego area are grappling with the abrupt changes, and are doubling down on efforts to educate migrants about their rights. Although the impact on legal ports of entry like San Isidro may not be visible, some experts fear the rules won't deter people from making the dangerous journey to the U.S. and crossing unlawfully through treacherous landscapes, and will instead sow confusion among an already vulnerable population. These restrictions on access to the asylum system and on asylum eligibility do not stop people, in the short and long term, from seeking protection in the United States, said Monica Langarica, a senior staff attorney with the Center for Immigration Law and Policy at the UCLA School of Law. But they do cause a lot of confusion for people seeking asylum, and for the legal and humanitarian providers that serve them. Migrants waiting in shelters in Tijuana, for example, do not always have access to reliable information about their rights and about the current asylum process, Langarica said. Big changes to that process can very easily thrust them into the crosshairs of purveyors of disinformation, including smugglers and traffickers. In general, the new order allows for authorities to quickly remove most migrants who cross the border unlawfully, at least during times when migrant apprehensions or encounters at the border are high. Certain types of asylum seekers, such as victims of severe trafficking and unaccompanied children, are exempt from the rule. Those who are ordered to be removed from the U.S. could face a 5-year ban on re-entering the country and potential criminal prosecution. Those measures went into effect on Wednesday, and will be in place until apprehensions at the southern border drop to a 7-day average of less than 1,500. Migrants can still seek to enter the country in a lawful way, officials have reiterated, specifically by scheduling an appointment at an official port of entry, such as San Isidro, through a government app called CBP One. But the app has long been plagued by glitches, and migrants sometimes wait for months for an available appointment, if they can get one at all. Experts worry that the new order could increase the backlog of people attempting to secure one of the coveted daily appointments through CBP One. It's devoid of due process, Langarica said, and it's going to subject people to these rapid deportations. To combat misinformation, groups such as the Immigrant Defenders Law Center, a social justice law firm, are planning to meet directly with asylum seekers at shelters in Tijuana to inform them about the order. Immigrant Defenders has been giving Know Your Rights presentations in shelters for years, said Margaret Cargioli, the organization's directing attorney of policy and advocacy. The law firm also represents asylum seekers in court based on a universal representation model, meaning that cases are taken as they come, rather than based on merit. But now, migrants who cross the border illegally might have a very small window of time before deportation, putting a strain on the few attorneys that handle those types of cases, Cargioli said. The firm was already getting calls on Friday from migrants seeking asylum who were affected by the order. Desperate people are forced to take desperate measures to save their lives and the lives of their children, Cargioli said of migrants who will continue to make dangerous